I want you to know something else. There is something very deep in Kabbalistic terms. There's long life in long days. Basically, in the Psalms, he always talks about long days, not about long life. God hopefully should give us long life. But this is not what I have to be concerned with. This I have to pray for. What is in my hand to make the day long? I can make the day short, make the day long. I can make it an eternal day, I can meet somebody for 10 minutes, and those 10 minutes were eternities, right? Gewaltet, I make those 10 minutes long, right? On the watch, it was 10 minutes. In my heart, it was 1,000 years. Or I can make the 10 minutes for one lousy second, right? It was nothing, stupid, right? Forget it. Okay, Chayei is completely alive. And then there's something even deeper. Yechidus is the deepest, deepest, deepest oneness with God. You see, I tell you something. When you are in the presence, you see, according to our theory, you cannot be a holy master unless you're an absolute Yechidus person. Because a Yechidus person, you're absolutely one with God, then every person you meet, you know exactly who they are, what they did last lifetime, because it's not, you're not on a tree of knowledge level, it's tree of life, it's deeper kind of knowledge. It's heaven knowledge. And here I want to share something utmost depth with you. This is mind-blowing. Imagine if children would not know who their parents are. They don't know. Then they go to school, to college, they study a little biology and a little everything, and they were taught exactly how children are created. Then the teacher opens the door and he says, oh, this is your father, your producers, meet your producer, and this is your father and your mother. What kind of relation would it be? Oh, thank you very much. And the girl would say to them, was it very painful, Ma? She says, no, it's okay, I'm a good doctor I am. Thank you very much. Call me up sometimes. Let's have lunch together, right? And then next week you'll ask them, what's the name of your mother? I don't remember. I think it was Maxine or something. Who knows? Who cares, right? Friends, I want you to open your heart. The way children know this is my father and this is my mother. This is tree of life knowledge. Gewalt is that deep, right? We'll never know anything as deep as that, right? And you know what the saddest thing in the world is? After they grow up and they also learn from tree of knowledge how they're born, it profanes that tree of life knowledge so much, right? The more we know children are born, the more estranged we become from our parents. And here I want you to know the deepest depth. I can know God on the level of tree of knowledge, like children know their parents from a biology class. Or I can know God on the level of tree of life. But you know what we have to do? We have to cleanse ourselves from knowing God from the tree of knowledge. As far as I'm concerned, and you can slit my throat for it, all theology books is all tree of knowledge. You know, if I write a book to prove that there is one God, this is tree of knowledge. Prove? Only tree of knowledge asks proof. Listen, if I love a girl very much, she says, prove to me that you love me, I'll never speak to her again. What kind of connection do we have? If you'll ask me, can you prove to me there is one God? No. Even if I could, I refuse. Who do you think God is all about? So, tree of life, you see what the deepest depths of really the Kabbalah is? To know God on that level like a child knows his mother and his father. Kabbalah is that deep. Kabbalah is that deep. And here I want you to know the deepest depths. According to Kabbalistic tradition, the only ones who can give over to children that there is one God is father and mother. Because they have this tree of life relationship with their children. They have this God-given depth power to give over also to their children that there is one God. And you know why most young people are so angry at their parents? Why did you teach me God on the level of tree of knowledge? And I tell you something, you can give over to your children loving the world also in a tree of knowledge, or you can give it over to them on tree of life level. And now listen to this. Tree of knowledge I can learn by somebody whom I don't love or I don't care. There's no relationship. I can go to school, learn everything. Tree of life I can only receive if I have a Yechidus relationship. There has to be absolutely most deepest connection in the world. Deepest connection in the world. Okay, you see, what we need today, we need some holy masters, mamish, so holy and so deep, who give us over this God knowledge on the deepest level. Okay, the first thing is what we all need to know. We go through so much in our lifetime, everyone. And you know what the deepest thing is? I don't mind maybe going through so much pain. But can someone maybe tell me the purpose of all this? You know, I don't mind having an operation. If someone tells me you need it, you're sick, I'll have an operation, you'll be well. If someone tells you, I just want to operate on you. Why? What? Just don't ask questions. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. But now listen to this. The way God reveals to a person what they have to fix is not on tree of knowledge level. If someone tells you black and white, I know, I don't want to say anything bad. Someone paid $5 for the session, and this person told him exactly what he did last lifetime, what he's born, and also exactly what he has to do. It's cute. You see, like the Baal Shem Tov said, if someone makes a living from it, let it be,